A splendid evening to Mr. Toastmaster, Club President, fellow Toastmasters, and beloved guests. Now, for the past two speeches, I have gone on and on about what's the importance of having stability in a career, being ambitious and going for it all. However, at the end of the day, when we all work so hard in whatever we do, be in school or at work, and at the end of the day, when we are going back, we know that we need that special someone who is there to listen to you rant about your bosses or your friends, someone who is there for you to listen to whatever you have to say, and who is there for you at your lowest of lows, your highest of highs. Now, so that when you see that special someone, you kind of know. I mean, when you see that special someone, it's like your heart stops for a moment, and you just know life is beautiful. Now, for me, I'm very lucky. I have that special someone. Now, that special someone has been there for me all the time, and that special someone is my hamster! Now guys, you can do this before you get married. If not, you're going to sleep on the couch for this. Anyway, this is my hamster. Yeah, he's quite round. And he's a dwarf hamster. And his name is Ballsy. Okay, the reason we named him Ballsy was because when we got him, we thought it was a girl. And at the point of time, then we realized, oh, it's a guy. So just to encourage him to grow some balls, I said, call him Ballsy. Well, that name turned out to be a self-fulfilling prophecy because he literally turned into a ball. And he's pretty large now. But now the most interesting fact about hamsters is that they have the largest balls to body size ratio among all mammals. So you see, he has pretty large balls now. So after he hit puberty, he's about 1 year old. So after he hit puberty, his balls kind of grew. So after that, I decided to rechristen him as Sir Poop-a-Lot. So his name right now is Sir Poop-a-Lot because he tends to obviously poop a lot. The first time I actually held a hamster in my hand, within 2 seconds I had to lift him up, and I saw this small little black pellet on my hand. And I was asking my friend, hey, what's that? He said, oh, the hamster just pooped on your hand. So I thought, oh, maybe because the hamster is quite old, just 2.5 years old, and he's about to die and stuff like that, so he might have just pooped on my hand. But turns out, even this dude, the first time I carried him, he pooped on my hands. I don't know what's about my hands, but for that, I'm going to keep him here first. And okay, the reason hamsters poop a lot is because they tend to eat a lot. Usually, hamsters' diet consists of dried fruits and. No, yeah, he tends to try and commit suicide. Don't worry, I'm a nice one, so yeah, he'll be fine. But anyway, hamsters eat a lot and they eat from anything from dried fruits to I have seen him eat prata, to pasta, to fried mealworms as well. And the best thing about hamsters is that because they can eat anything, you don't really have to follow a very strict diet. Oh, he peed as well, sorry.
Oh my god.
They are desert animals. So if they are desert animals, they are good enough to stay outside without food and water for more than 3 days. This guy obviously has drunk too much water, therefore you see a small little yellow puddle over there. So the thing about hamsters is that, okay, hamsters by right, since they're desert animals, they can run for many kilometers in the desert looking for their prey or looking to eat something. Now, for this guy, obviously he hasn't been running kilometers because he is rather huge, as you can see. And since they can run for kilometers, for example, they will run everywhere to find their prey. But for this guy, what I did was, because I felt that he should be running around a bit, so I put him in the hamster wheel. But obviously he doesn't like the hamster wheel. In the middle of the night, he will just go one corner and he will just sleep, as always. So what I decided was to put him in the room, in my own room where there are not many holes. So I just let him run around. How this guy likes to leap up one corner. He will always go one corner and he will just stay there. He will just, the first time I will just put him in the middle of the room and he will just go to that same damn corner and he will behave as if he's spider-hammy. He will try and climb the wall. After 20 seconds of realizing he's not a spider-mutated hamster, he will just stay there and the thing about hamsters is that they eat their own poop sometimes. So he will poop and he will sometimes eat his own poop. That's because he tries to redigest his own food. And then the reason also because they eat their own poop is because unlike cows who have 4 stomachs, this guy only has 1 stomach. Yes, we also have only 1 stomach and we don't eat our poops. But for these guys, they have to eat their own poop because they do not need the amount of minerals or vitamins that we as humans need. And that's why these guys are able to stay without food and water for almost 3 days. One of the main reasons also why they eat anything and everything is because once they eat, they have very big pouches, cheek pouches on the sides. Now these cheek pouches are always filled up with food. So that's why whenever you leave your hamster anywhere, he will eat anything and he will store all the food in his cheek pouches. So once he does that, it's because of the reason that whenever he's hungry, he will just take a bit of the food and start nibbling on it. So I have seen a lot of times where he has actually eaten one of my Toastmasters ribbons as well. Sorry, I don't mean to. Yeah, but he ate one of my Toastmasters ribbons and he tried to eat it, but obviously he vomited it out later on. So they'll eject out the food that they don't like. Apparently he doesn't like Toastmasters ribbons. And yeah, for one another scary fact about hamsters is that female hamsters, they tend to cannibalize their own young. After a while, I don't know whether maybe they just don't like the face of the kid, or so they will just eat their own child. And father Syrians, this guy is a dwarf hamster, but Syrian hamsters obviously, father Syrian hamsters also eat their own young. Even though he's a dwarf hamster, he isn't exactly a dwarf anymore, because he's quite big sized. Now, you see, right, the thing about hamsters is that they're very good pets, because they're nocturnal. Since they're nocturnal, the whole day you're at work or school, and at the end of the day when you go back home, you always have somebody to play with. And you always have this dude just running around playing with you, and he's always there to, to listen to you rant about stuff, because, he can't really express himself well. And yeah, now, I did say, the hamster is that special someone and blah, 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 but yeah, of course, in conclusion, yes, you do need that special someone who can be a hamster, who can be your girlfriend, who can be your best friend, your family and everything. But it's most important that we all have that special someone to give us that emotional stability, where we know that at the end of the day, we have somebody special to take care of us when we know that we are going nowhere, somebody to push us back to the right track. And so with that, I would like to end my speech. Thank you very much.